To a fucking
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chalk Talk Podcast. I am your guy, Christian McClendon, and today, well, as you see, we are upgrading our equipment. So we got the camera going.
Hey, yo.
It's kind of a little weird. It's the first time ever doing something like this. I got my boy Eli right here. Let's say what's up to my boy Dustin. He's corny. And then my boy Dylan.
What's up,
he knows his facts. So,
today we're going to talk me out here.
Right.
Go ahead, peek around.
Today, what we're gonna, my boy Charlie, he's in the corner there. You can't see him. He's scared, camera shy, but it is what it is, We're gonna talk about some NBA today. And I know you guys follow up on NBA, quite a bit. So, the playoffs are coming up within a month and a half, maybe. Was it? Yeah,
April
15th.
April, yeah. So let's go into that. Dustin, you got the predictions or the playoff standings right now, so let's go through that.
Right now, we're looking at the West. Obviously, Golden State's sitting in first, as most people expected. Denver's coming in at second right now, just 2.5 back. Houston at third, OKC at fourth. Portland's coming in at fifth.
They're tied, though.
Portland at fifth?
And Portland. It's a three-way tie for those three teams.
Damn.
Yeah, they're all 5 back right now. Utah's at 6 right now. Clippers coming in at 7.
It's a close race right there.
Yeah.
The Spurs are at 8.
Spurs are at 8, and 6 through 8.
The West is so tough that there's a above 500 team out of the playoffs.
And
Look
the
at the Lakers.
Kings, yeah. Lakers right now are sitting at they're actually at 10 after tonight's loss for Minnesota that bumped them down to 11.
They didn't play yet.
Yeah, Minnesota just lost tonight already.
Oh, Minnesota
lost. Yeah, so that bumped them back behind the Lakers as we sit. Still waiting on their outcome tonight.
Okay.
Then rounding it out, New Orleans 12, Dallas is 13, Memphis and Phoenix are 14, 15.
Dead last, pretty much.
Let's
go over the East though. We kind of.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shakeups in the East, even just tonight. But Milwaukee, number 1, 48-16. It's the best record in the NBA right now. Toronto's second, still strong. They're a better record than anyone in the West at the point, 46-19. Indiana at third, Philadelphia's at fourth. They're only a half game back though, and then Boston 39-26 coming in at fifth. Then there's a pretty big fall off. 6 seed Detroit is right now sitting at 31-31. Brooklyn's 33-33, both 500 teams right now. Then 8, Miami. 9 is Orlando, and 10 is Charlotte. That's all within a 1-game difference though.
Yeah.
So there's going to be
just pretty much just down between those few teams at that last spot.
That's pretty much where that the East is pretty much just after that. It's just it's kind of decided it's going to be one of those 3 for that 8 seed.
Who do you guys think will come out of the East?
Going with Milwaukee.
Milwaukee?
I just think, in the East, I guess the only person that could get in the way of Giannis is Kawhi.
Right.
And then, even then, if you start to stop him, the Bucks are surrounding him with so many shooters and defense. It's just tough.
Yeah.
They got Middleton who's been striping it this year.
And he's underrated. I feel like he doesn't get talked about enough. You know what I mean?
They picked up. They got him. They got Snell, and they picked up. Who was it? Mirotic.
Yeah, they got Powell now too, don't they?
Yeah.
So they bring that that leadership and that the experience of Powell was in the finals a few times with the Lakers, so that that also helps.
Yeah.
But I think for just from what I've seen, I like Milwaukee a lot too, but and I like Toronto as well. It's just hard to kind of pick them because of what they've done in the playoffs. You know what I mean? And
they never won a series.
Right. So, but at the same time though, that was they struggled against LeBron and really LeBron only. So it'll be interesting to see. And I think obviously the Celtics have the talent to do so. There's just a lot of distractions going on. You know what I mean? I know you're a Celtics fan, both of you. So you know what I'm talking about. But with Kyrie.
Going off of that, I'm still picking 5th seed Celtics, and my reason being is because Kyrie is a proven winner. Sorry, y'all, I'm sick. Kyrie's a proven winner compared to the Bucks, this is their first time being a number 1 seed in I don't know how long, so it's all about how they handle adversity. And Toronto, I will put them over Milwaukee just because what I just said. And also Celtics, like you said, they have a lot of talent and they have a lot of depth. Yeah, and I think Kyrie missing the playoffs last year and Gordon Hayward not playing, they're going to be playing with a chip on their shoulder, which is why I think Celtics still going to come out of the East despite the struggles they had this season. I think them destroying Golden State at Golden State could be a turning point of the season, but we'll find out.
They gotta win tonight.
They gotta win tonight.
You don't think Golden State just overlooked them?
No, even Kevin Durant, he admitted, that team still has a bunch of talent.
Yeah.
So I don't think they overlooked them.
And I think that also, like, they have that advantage, like you said, they didn't have Kyrie and Hayward in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So you had 2 elite talents. Like, I don't know if Gordon Hayward's the elite talent that obviously he was in Utah, but that injury kind of slowed him down. But we all know that Kyrie's Kyrie, and you know what I mean, and he has that experience. In the playoffs and whatnot. So I think that's an advantage. But yeah, like you said, like they had that talent, so it'll be interesting. What do you think?
I'd pick Boston too. Maybe a little biased, but it's going to come down to Philly or Boston. I think honestly, Philly's got a lot of talent and Boston's got a lot of depth. I think, with the way it's shaking out right now, if they end up as a first-round match, that might be the best actual series.
But okay, here's my thing though with Philly, and I know you said it before too, is their bench. You know what I mean?
And that's why I said I think Boston will beat them. They have too much depth.
I think Philly's starting 5 is it can go with
the best
of the best. Outside of the Warriors, but their bench. You know what I mean? That plays a huge part in the playoffs because you're playing in a series, so it's like multiple games. You know what I mean? It's like baseball. When you're in the MLB, having a really good bullpen and deep one that really matters in the postseason. It can carry you ways. But it's the same thing with NBA too, though. So it'll be interesting to see. I just don't think Philly's bench is deep enough to carry them like that. You know what I mean?
And I don't think Philly has the durability to make it either. Because Joel Embiid still got to, I know this is like a new word in the NBA this year, but he's got to go under load management. Like he's always a risk factor with his back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they put a lot of weight on his shoulders because he's a do-it-all man out there for him. But did you guys think Boston can get over that turmoil between Kyrie? Because there's like some low-key drama between Kyrie and Rozier. For sure.
Yeah.
He even came out and said it the other day too. Like he said, there's definitely a rivalry that we don't speak on.
It's a good rivalry, though.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a good thing.
It's a good rivalry because, I know what you're talking about because they came out and said it's a good competition. Obviously Terry Rozier is good enough to start and multiple teams in the NBA, and Kyrie being the star that he is, Terry Rozier has to play behind him because of that. So Kyrie's going to push Terry, Terry's going to push Kyrie. I think it's a good rivalry. I don't know. The media's kind of stirred it up, which is why Kyrie's getting pissed off because they're in his face every single time, asking the same thing.
He's just going to get over that though.
Yeah, he is for sure. He definitely going to have to get over that. But yeah, that's the main reason why Kyrie's getting pissed off because they won't leave him alone. It's all a bunch of bullshit. But yeah.
But he kind of brought that on himself by making it known that. Well, he's not making it known that he's going to leave, but he said, "I'll let y'all know July 1st." Like, if he wouldn't have said that in the first place, he wouldn't have all this.
Draws attention.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same thing with Durant, though. You know,
for sure.
Like with Draymond, where that news leaking out that the whole team knows that he's gone. You know what I mean? So it caused some issues. You know what I mean? And
they got over it.
You've obviously seen it with Draymond and KD. But I mean, it looks like things are going better now. I still think that KD's gone, but
Oh yeah.
We'll see though. But what do you guys think is coming out of the West?
Oh, the Warriors. But I'm gonna go Warriors Thunder and Warriors in 5 in the Western Conference Finals.
You think in 5?
In 5.
I think that the Thunder can push them to 6 or 7.
I don't.
Their bench isn't there. I mean, literally, like who do they have coming off the wood?
Yeah.
Nobody.
They don't.
It's
But their starters can play with the Warriors. I'm not saying their starters are better, but they match up well. They match up well.
You think so?
Well, they just picked up Markieff Morris. He's really that's a big pickup for them. But off the bench, like this one hurts for me to say as a Kentucky fan, but Patrick Patterson is just he's on his way out the league, and that's their guy coming off the bench.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, outside of Nerlens Noel and Abdul Nader, and
Iowa State boy.
they cut Alex Abrinas for whatever reason because they don't have
He's a
shooting as it
shooter,
is.
too, yeah.
I don't know why they cut him, but they did.
He needed to. He could use
So
Right.
outside, well, I guess Terrence Ferguson's really stepped up. So in
Yeah, a
his
little
role,
bit, yeah.
I mean, I just don't know. I like the Thunder a lot. And I like the team that they have, but they just don't have it on the bench to beat the Warriors. Especially the Warriors just picked up Bogut too.
They did,
Yeah.
yeah. And he brings that that championship mentality
That
and that
leadership.
experience. Yeah,
He rocking a face mask right now.
I don't probably.
Mm-hmm.
Bogut. I thought I
Sure.
saw something like that. He had something wrong with his face.
I'm still going to Golden State.
Yeah,
you
I
can
don't
always
even
a
think
spot
like,
on. Yeah.
I don't even think this like. I think it would be a better.
It's
topic.
a question in the East, but
Yeah, I think it'd be
Definitely
a great debate to think who's going to be the one to challenge Golden State in the
Yeah.
West. You know what I mean, in the Western Conference Finals. But I think we all know that. I think we can all agree that Golden State would probably win. I know y'all want to see the Celtics win it, but that talent is.
Yeah, it's hard to beat.
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
hold,
you
it
know
seems
what
like
I
they
mean?
hold back. It's like, all right, I'm gonna let Kevin go get his tonight. And the next night, KD's like, all right, Clay, it's your turn to go get it.
Right.
All right, buddy,
yeah,
you go
see?
have yours. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
And
There's
they
no
can
other
afford to
team.
do
Yeah.
that. So.
There's no other team that can do that.
Yeah.
That can just pick out one.
there's
or two
teams that have
players
star
and-
players like that, but they're not comfortable with allowing their other teammates to go out and ball like that. That's the
Right.
problem with Westbrook, I feel like. And he's just now starting to let Paul George do his thing. That's the other problem with the Thunder. I don't think they play as a team enough. Because it's a lot hidden on that stat sheet. Like, yeah, they got,
Are you referring to Westbrook?
yeah, it's a lot hidden on that stat sheet, bro.
Okay.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gets, one night he'll have 18 assists, but are they really, like,
Oh, yeah.
he made that play happen, or is it just like,
It's all that, yeah, like you said, he does that. I'm not saying, well, I'm just going to say, I think he does that just to pad the stats. Like, you have your true point guards, and then you have Russell Westbrook. You have a player like Rondo, then you have Westbrook. His assist is just like, bam, I got an assist.
yeah.
Bam, here goes another assist. Just
Like,
to raise his
his mentality is, I'm going out there
Yeah.
and getting my assist. Rondo's just like, oh, he's open, let me hit him.
Yeah.
Right, make the
Right.
right play at the right time. Yeah. Same thing with rebounds, too.
But Rondo took better shots than Westbrook. You
And
know.
Rondo's shooting better than Westbrook. Like, Rondo's actually been striping the three pretty recently, pretty
Right.
good recently.
And yeah, I mean that's one thing I just feel like people kind of overhype Westbrook. They see the numbers or whatnot, but he's not a proven winner. You know what I mean? And I think that's like one of the main reasons why KD left, and you can't blame him for that because
You can knock him for where he went, but you
Yeah,
can't knock him for the
you know what I
reason
mean?
that he left.
I don't think KD would have won a ring with Westbrook.
I don't think
so.
I don't think PG will either. I feel like PG made a mistake. Don't get me wrong, he's MVP candidate right now, but I feel like he made a mistake by not going to LA with LeBron, where he actually has a better chance. You know what I mean? Like with someone that knows. But okay, but that talent, they had better talent, upcoming talent than the Thunder do.
We'll see, and if the
We
Lakers
say
could have
this
grabbed
now,
Paul
That's a
George,
Lakers fan coming out.
if the Lakers could have grabbed Paul George and not had to give up any assets, which would have been what would have happened in the offseason.
I'm talking about signing them in free
That's what I'm
agency.
saying.
Yeah.
So, like, if they would have been able to keep all their assets, gain Paul George, could potentially run Brandon Ingram at the 5. And had a short.
Oh god.
Bro, he's almost 7 foot. He's
Yeah.
almost 7 foot.
But that's
Think about it.
bully season right there.
Yeah.
But you got to start Ingram.
6'10",
So how you
185.
gonna- What lineup would you run with that? You got to start Ingram.
Bring
I don't think
bring him
you
off the
have to
bench.
start Ingram.
Bring him off the bench like you do with Gordon Hayward in Boston.
I think they would go Rondo. I like Hart a lot. I really
He's been
do.
playing bad. He just
I know,
hustles.
but
Reggie
but
Bullock?
he's well, yeah. But I'm talking about before.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Before that trade. So I would have went Rondo. I think Hart had a really good chance of starting because he plays on both ends of the floor, and that's what they needed. Obviously, LeBron at the 4.
Bro, the Lakers have ran Kuzma at the center position a couple times this year. So
Yeah, I mean that's what they would have to do though, or bring Kuzma and Ingram off the bench and
That's
just
tough.
leave McGee out there.
it's tough.
It's tough, but I mean it's a good problem to have though. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like PG should have went to LA, but
I mean, he's sitting in the 3 seed right now.
It,
You
but.
know what I'm saying? 3
Yeah,
seed,
but
so-
do you think that he's honestly has a chance to beat the Warriors with that team? Because
like I said, like Dustin even said it, their 5 can match the Warriors. Not all the way talent-wise, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Steven Adams can hold his own against any big in the NBA. Paul George gets his every night, and he locks up his opponent every night.
So when you put him on KD,
You think he's gonna lock up KD?
No, he's not gonna lock him up, but he's gonna
but
hold.
he's going to
Kevin
hold
Durant's
him.
gonna have a clean
contain
20.
KD?
He's gonna have a clean 25, but Paul George might have 25, same time. So
that cancels out.
right,
Man.
and that's what you want. He might even have a couple more points than that, but it really comes down to everybody else. Is Westbrook gonna be able to clamp up Steph, and then Terrence Ferguson against Clay? Like that's a little
Yeah,
tough.
see.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't know. I mean, I am a little biased about it. I really thought the PG was going to LA, but you know, it is what it is. I'm glad to see that he's doing what he's doing because I've always liked Paul George. Just a little salty that he didn't choose LA. But and speaking of LA, what is going on?
post trade drama.
That's what I think it is. Because they were playing good before all that drama happened. They were playing all right. They weren't playing great, but they were in a top 8 in a playoffs
They were
or
fourth
whatever.
before,
at one point they were like fourth. And then the media doing their job or whatever, but asking LeBron, how he feels about AD, playing with AD and whatnot, and he responded to it, and I think the Lakers, being the young team that they are, and really immature and whatnot, like, you see it, how they act and stuff on social media and stuff.
You
They're
feel like
kids, you know what I mean?
LeBron saying that makes them feel like they're not good.
They're
enough.
not wanted. Yeah, you know what I mean? And you can't blame them because at the same time, they play in the NBA, but I don't think that they realize like it's a business. You know what I mean? Like I think that they take that too hard instead of using that as motivation to like fuck it. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to hear like shit. Let's ball out. Then let's show them that what I mean. Like this is what we're about or whatever. Instead, like they cried. Cry, but like they played like shit. You know what I mean? Like they showed like damn like this is what LeBron meant. You know what I mean? Like they're showing the fan base like damn like. Can't blame LeBron for wanting to get rid of him or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of that is LeBron's fault though for reacting that way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he should have just ignored that shit. You know what I mean? And just went on to the next question. I feel like that could have been avoided, but it is what it is now. And it did. Like it ruined the chemistry and it's
chemistry that they
gone.
did have.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. I mean, the whole face of that team completely changed over, the course of the season. I mean, you think about it like this time last year, they were tanking, essentially.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, and now they got,
But and they were joking around
They're
about
better
that,
off
though,
tanking
actually.
now. Is it like
They
they're not
are.
going to get a top 3 pick, but I mean you don't want to sit in the middle of the pack either if you're the Lakers right now.
Right.
the thing is, if you're not going to beat the Warriors anyways,
Well, that's what they were talking about. I think I was watching Undisputed, and they were saying the goal wasn't for the Lakers to, the goal is to beat the Warriors. So if they're just going to make the playoffs, like just to get swept in the first round, what's the point?
Yeah.
anyways?
And I think I kind of see where LeBron's coming from about really wanting to get AD in LA because he'll be 35 this year. He wants to win now. So if he can get all the assets, that
Yeah, you can't blame him for that. I just felt like
But he brought that on himself.
He
by
did,
going
for
that's
that
what
way.
I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that could have been avoided, man. Like obviously he would love to play with AD. Who the fuck wouldn't? You know what I mean? Like it's AD. You know what I mean? But I feel like he should have just avoided that question and this whole fucking high school drama shit that we're going through with the fucking Lakers was really irritating. It wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? It shouldn't have happened anyway. But it kind of ruined the season. Like they're not going to go playoffs. Like they're not going to get that shit together. They don't have that experience. Like how you say like they say LeBron's in playoff mode or whatever. None of them know what the fuck that is. You know what I mean?
He's been
So
activated,
they don't know
not on
how it
defense.
feels either. So therefore, like him saying that shit, like I feel like you ain't proving nothing. You know what I mean? Like they don't know nothing about it. So I don't know. I just feel like the Lakers are ruined this season. I mean, they're gonna have to sign a big time free agent.
like I said though, like you're not going to beat the Warriors anyways. They knew when LeBron went there this year that they wouldn't
knew
beat the
that,
Warriors.
yeah.
So
I think they were banking on like Magic said though. This isn't just like a one season thing. Like this is carrying on to next.
There's a reason why they locked him up for
coming
I
years.
mean, there's 3 big guys that they can potentially get this offseason. It's Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, or crazy Kevin Durant. Like if they could get
Those
Kevin
are
Durant,
3.
or even Kyrie.
They can get Cousins too though.
I was gonna say
They
Boogie.
could,
Boogie will be a free
those are
agent.
3 big guys too, man. Like big
Yeah,
guys.
so, I think they can. It's gonna be hard though, man. With this stuff that they got going on now. Like I don't think a big time superstar would want to play with some shit like that.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna ask you guys. Do y'all think the way that this past couple weeks has been going, if it's gonna like scare away a big time name?
I don't think. If it does, I don't think it's because like from a talent perspective, because obviously they all they all can play. You've seen it with Ingram now, and then Kuzma, we all know that, and then Alonzo, what he can bring to the table. I mean, Josh Hart playing on both ends of the floor. I think the talent's there. It's just the fact that it's drama. You know what I mean? Who wants to be a part of that?
It's going to scare some free agents away, yes.
I mean,
I don't think KD wants to walk into this situation. He's dealt with too much drama throughout his career. I think he's going to, if he leaves Golden State, it's going to be to leave drama.
Well, he even said the LeBron effect is toxic in the media. Like, he said that in public. So, I mean...
I don't see him taking the easy way out of, was signing with LeBron or whatever, even though some people will be fans of it, but cry and bitch about him signing with the Warriors.
They're hating him now, but if he went to join the Lakers, they'd be
they would be all over.
You guys think the Clippers have an advantage because the Clippers have almost as much cap space?
Are you referring
to get any free agent? Because right now the Clippers have the best bench in the NBA, which it sets them up to have a better chance of winning than the Lakers. If you bring a couple more people in. They're favorites for Kawhi, I'm pretty sure, in the offseason.
Yeah, I think they are.
So he wants to go out.
That's if he doesn't re-sign, though. I think he's pretty happy where he is.
He's pretty happy in Toronto, I think.
Yeah, but, I don't know.
I mean, you're right about the Clippers with their bench. I mean, they have one of the best 6 men ever on their roster.
They have Montrezl Harrell, who's averaging the double-double off the bench. They got Zubac now. That's a big pickup.
But he's only there for a year, though. He's a free agent.
Yeah. They got who else they got off the bench? I don't know, but I was watching them play the Lakers the other night, and their bench is tough, man.
Chances are Gallinari will be coming off their bench next year too.
Depending on who they get.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't even know if you can.
Well, they could put Gallinari at the 4.
They could, but
he's 6'10".
With his durability issues, he would make a great man to bring off the bench.
Well, they got Pat Beverly on the bench. He started the other night, but he's usually on the bench.
Oh,
because Shea's normally playing or starting. Yeah,
my guy.
The UK shit. But so I don't know. I just feel like the Lakers, they're obviously doomed for the rest of this season. But
as are 28 other teams, really.
Not in as bad a position as
I mean, they're not as bad a position, right?
I mean, what you're saying, because of the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like the players, like Brandon Ingram the other night against the Clippers, sat out because his shoulder was hurt. When did he hurt his shoulder? When did y'all see him go down with a shoulder injury? Lonzo Ball's been out 8 weeks.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with that.
Sprained ankle, you're out 8 weeks.
I don't know. I know sprains take a while to heal, but damn, 8 weeks. You know what I
heard Skip Bayless was saying. I mean, this is Skip Bayless talking about the Lakers, but he was saying that he thinks that he's sitting out until Luke Walton's gone.
He is gone.
Well, I know, but he made a good point by that, like, because they clearly have had their issues in the past.
But it's not just him and Lonzo though. It's LeBron's camp as well. You know what I mean? So if
LeBron's carrying extra weight too, though, ain't he? Right now, like LeBron's like playing at what 280 or something like that. Just
he looks a little heavy.
Well, I mean, if he starts hustling on defense, maybe he'll lose some of that weight.
See when Kuzma pushed him into the defender, that was funny.
But we'll just kind of move on from that, and then we'll just go into MVP race. Well, no, let's do surprises, like someone that you didn't expect, to
players or teams.
We'll just do players.
Top 5 surprise players. Got to go with Pascal Siakam at 1.
Yeah.
Domantas Sabonis, he's always been good, even at OKC, but this year he's been cooking off the bench. I don't know how he doesn't start. I guess Thaddeus Young's been pretty good. Seti Osman has been really good for the Cavs this year. Very underrated player.
Luka?
I mean,
I don't think
not a surprise.
Everybody knew he was going to be.
He's having be able to think about. He's having as good as a rookie season as
he's having
LeBron,
a better year than LeBron.
Than what LeBron had. I mean, that's got to be a surprise.
He had high expectations though.
Yeah.
He was the best player in Europe.
That's a possibility. He might not win Rookie of the Year the way Trae Young's been playing lately.
It's consistently though. You know what I'm saying? Like Luka's been doing it since basically the first game.
Damn, them numbers Trae Young's been putting up lately. He had 49 in 16
6 quarters though, bro.
I know, but still,
that was actually 8 quarters.
He's still been putting up numbers though. And DeAndre Ayton's averaging double on 60% shooting. some talented rookies out there.
Rookie of the year is going to be a fun.
This is a
see
really
who
good
wins
class.
it this
Really
year.
good class.
Like-
Honestly, a lot better than I would have expected looking
Yeah.
at coming
You guys
into the
don't
year.
think it's like a blow by race with Luka?
It was at one point
but-
before the All-Star
Don't
break.
think
It
anymore?
was.
No.
I still don't know. Even before the All-Star break, Ayton was making his case
Yeah,
just
he's-
quietly. He's on
Yeah.
the second worst team in the NBA,
right.
but
All
he is
The
year.
Mavericks are right by him though. Like you can't even make a case for Luka because his team, like the Mavericks, are like third last in the West. Like so, it's really if you make that argument for Luka, it's irrelevant because I've heard people make that and I'm like they're not even close to making playoffs.
Ayton has better talents. Yes.
One rookie nobody's really been talking about is Jaren Jackson. He's been playing good.
But he
Oh,
got
yeah,
hurt,
right.
so it's a
I
wrap
said he
for
got
him.
hurt, so he's not winning it out.
Same with Wendell Carter. He
Yep.
was playing really good. It's a wrap for him.
Marvin
too.
Bagley's been playing really good as a rookie.
Yeah.
So it's talented rookie class.
it's a lot better than you could have predicted coming into the
Another
year.
surprise player, Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield has stepped
Buddy
it
Hield.
up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too. I was
Definitely.
Like,
literally
it's
thinking
like
of
every night I
Hield.
look at the box score because the Kings are never on TV. Box score, he'll have like at least 18. Like some nights he'll have
Like-
28. I'm like,
Right.
damn.
Yeah, it's starting to look like 18's a bad night for Hield.
He's starting to look like Bradley.
It was
Beal,
like that with
Yes.
Hardaway too, though, with the
Yeah.
Knicks.
When he's with the Knicks.
What about Zach LaVine? Coming off an
He's
injury
had
too.
it, but yeah, he's been really good this
Yeah,
year.
he's really good.
Before he got hurt, honestly, for the Nets, Spencer Dinwiddie was looking like,
Yeah.
like a really good point guard.
He is. Spencer Dinwiddie's a
Like, well,
dog.
combo,
He
I
is,
should say.
yeah, he
I
is
feel like they're gonna have to
talented,
move him because he's gonna get. They just signed him to an extension, which is crazy.
You guys are forgetting one player. You said it earlier.
Who is it?
D. Russ.
Oh yeah, D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah,
I was about to
so
get to him. I was
he
about to say
loaded-
they're gonna have to. They got to have some room between him and D'Angelo Russell because, like Spencer Dinwiddie could start.
Yeah,
on
he
the
can
team.
go too. So
Like he's in like that Terry Rozier type role. Like
Yeah.
bro, I can lead a team myself.
right.
Yeah.
You know.
And
Like,
he showed it. When they were both
Yeah, I play
healthy.
for y'all.
When they were both healthy, they were going back and forth
Yeah.
on trading
Who,
nights.
who would have thought John Collins would be this
I was
good?
about to say John
yeah,
Collins.
I saw
Yeah.
that actually. He showed flashes
Yeah,
last year.
he's
Like
been really good.
he showed a lot of flashes, and once he came back from injury, like you could tell right away he was.
Yeah, John Collins is balling.
Y'all only talk about good surprises. Who would have thought that like Melo would be
Oh,
unemployed
yeah.
coming into the season?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No,
I mean,
see, now, I understand.
People were talking about him being
last year too, though.
maybe being like the 6 man of the year though, because he's gonna be playing with like Houston. They're playing this
Yeah.
high-powered offense. He's
They only give him 10
balling.
games. 10 games
Yeah.
to make his case.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. That's disrespectful.
It is.
And I mean,
That is
the Bulls, they
disrespectful
waived
from
him.
Melo.
He's still unemployed.
Yeah, I mean, and another really, really bad, kind of surprising, not too much, but Jabari Parker. And
You think
Bulls,
so?
he was in a bad situation. Before he got out of there, he's picking it up with the Wizards, but I mean,
He's always
with the
been
coach and
talented.
everything, he was just in a really bad case. I'm
Yeah.
saying in Chicago.
He's had a bad case his whole NBA career so far.
Just injuries, man.
Yeah, I just didn't expect him to get to the point where he's getting benched. I mean, he was still putting up numbers even last year with all the chemistry issues with that
Would
team.
you say that Jokic is a surprise?
No, because he was doing it last year. But I will tell you who is Nikola Vucevic from the Magic.
Yeah.
Well, he always had
But
that
everybody
talent,
knew he
though,
was
yeah.
good too,
Yeah.
though. You know, I like Jokic a lot. I have him in
Jokic is
fantasy.
good.
I don't think it's a surprise too though that he's in a contract year too. So he's going out there balling like
Vucevic.
Yeah.
every night. With,
Yes,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
He's gonna be on a contender next year for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Nobody talks about him in free agency. He could very well end up on the Lakers.
Yeah.
He'll mess around and get paid.
He's another he's one of just like Jokic. He's a big European playmaking center.
hmm
Yeah.
Another rookie that's been on the rise that we forgot to mention, like literally just recently, is Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah,
Straight rim
From
protector.
New York, yeah.
Yeah.
they got
Straight out of
3
high school.
balling rookies in,
Yeah.
in New York.
Yep.
Let's kind of get a little controversial. Well, we'll just start with the who do you guys think is the best player in the league now? Who do you think has to take over the reins? Like this is my league.
Number
Like
35.
I run this shit. You know what I mean?
35.
KD.
Maybe.
I think so.
Right now, KD, within 2 years, I think Giannis is going to take
All
that
he
from
needs
You
is
think
a jumper.
Giannis?
Giannis
Is
is
it not
Giannis-
Giannis now?
Giannis.
It's debatable right now, even, but
Yeah.
Giannis needs to develop some sort of jump shot.
Yeah.
But when he goes to the cup, he's literally unstoppable.
I don't even think he's better than
Oh.
Anthony Davis right now because of the jumper. Because Anthony Davis can still shoot
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
put up the same exact numbers
Yeah.
that Giannis does.
So is it AD?
No,
It's
I think
okay.
it's, I think it's
AD's, still,
KD.
AD's top 3.
I
He's
feel like-
on the I feel like there's a 3-way tie in that.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But
There's nothing that KD can't do
Right,
though,
that's
as
what
a
puts
player,
him-
and rather like offensively and defensively. You know what I mean? Like defensively, he is long as shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, his wingspan
you know, it's
is
hard.
ridiculous.
You know, scoring on someone that long. You know what I mean? And offensively, just his ball handling ability, his ability to create his own shot. You're not going to block his shot. He's a 7'10", fucking guard. You know what I mean? So.
7'10".
And his his shot is automatic. You know what I mean? It's automatic, man. So he's literally a walking bucket. Like your boy
Tyler Harrow.
Yeah, corny with that shit. But
no PG love.
I don't think
he's not
up there with
no.
that. No, he's having a great year. I don't think
he's getting close to being in that like top tier though. He's
Yeah,
very close.
for sure.
Very close.
The crazy thing that we need to stop and think about there is when we were saying that, no one said LeBron. This is the first time in 10 years that we've even had that conversation with
Honestly,
LeBron.
I've said that KD was. I thought he was the best player in the league for the past 2 or 3 years.
But it's been a debate.
Yeah.
It's hard to debate it right
But
now.
okay, the thing is with LeBron, man, is like it's showing like
his energy is just
like it was like his defense, man. That shit looks so bad.
Like 90
where he's
is
not
like
hustling.
yeah,
back
they
and-
did like the breakdown of like his
Yeah, I
the
mean,
rank,
it's
like
like
94.
But then, like,
He's
the
getting
average
old.
NBA fan will tell you that Kevin Durant doesn't play defense because they just see how good he is on offense. But
That's
if you
false,
look,
that's
though,
false.
man, look,
Nobody.
100%.
you don't know how many people have argued with this about the LeBron KD thing. So, LeBron plays defense. I'm like, if y'all don't go look at Kevin Durant's numbers, he was like out of the top 3 finalists for defensive player of the year. He was 4th last year. Like, he was just outside.
Yeah.
Right.
He was like 3rd in the league in blocks. He always picks up the best player on the other team.
LeBron.
Yeah.
In the finals. Yeah. He guarded him the whole series.
LeBron tried to guard him. But
Nobody ever talks about his defense because his offense is so spectacular. But like,
It's
I
such
feel
a-
like
such a
people
great advantage, bro. He's
overhype.
so big and so
I feel
quick,
like
man.
people overhype LeBron's defense just because of chase down blocks. And I
Yes.
don't think LeBron's a great on-ball defender. You
No.
know what I mean? Like, a
And he
lot of
gets
people
switched.
go score on
he's a
LeBron.
highlight
He's
defender.
a highlight play
Game-
Yeah.
I think
player.
it was game 4 last year in the finals. He got switched off on. It was Curry set a ball screen on Kevin Durant, and he switched it. I'm like, bro, you have to be guarding Kevin Durant
Yeah,
all the time. Like,
right.
you cannot be switched on to Stephen Curry. Like,
Right.
Curry put him on skates last year in the finals too, didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who
Oh,
it was
yeah.
that he let switch on to Kevin Durant. I can't remember. Man, it was somebody that had no business guarding KD though. It might have been JR. But anyways, like, you can't let that happen. Like, if you want to claim that you're the best player in the world, and the guy that is right at your neck about being the best player in the world, you got to be in his face. You got to be on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like Kevin Durant wants that matchup. He wants
LeBron
it.
don't.
I feel like KD, the older he's gotten that Kobe kind of mentality. Like, I remember when Kobe was getting older, obviously, and like I remember like in an All-Star game, he challenged LeBron one-on-one.
Yeah.
He locked his ass up. You weren't playing around, you know what I mean? And I didn't think LeBron really took it seriously, but one thing I think we see a lot in KD now is that Kobe mentality.
Yeah.
He's a
He
killer.
wants the
man.
ball.
All you gotta do is
You know
cut
what I
his
mean?
hair, man.
And he's talking his shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
KD was always, I want to say quiet, but you know what I mean. He wasn't like he is now. Like,
No.
I think he loves his villain role. You know what I mean? And I think it fits.
He
him
embraces it.
perfectly.
He's doing that just to piss people off. Not
Yeah,
like
I think
Yeah.
I think it fits him perfectly.
It
so.
does bother him though. You can definitely tell he gets it hurt. It really messes with his
Yeah.
head though, because he has
Yeah.
shown it, and that's the only thing you can knock him for is like he's very soft when it comes to taking criticism.
With media and whatnot, yeah.
And I hate that because he's my favorite player. I don't want him to
But on that
take
court
shit like
though,
that.
man,
Yeah.
can't nobody check him. And
No.
that's just that's
And that's
true.
his problem. Like, he knows that, and he lets some dude that's never picked up a basketball in his life sit behind the phone and get on his nerves.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You know
So
what I'm saying? Like,
Responding from fake Twitter profiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
KD's
So
the best
why
player in
don't
the
you
world.
Third
guys
person.
think that LeBron is number one anymore? You don't think he's the man?
Because you only as
That's
good
what
as
it
you only
is.
as good as your last game for real, man. That's what people look at you for. I mean,
And that is I think that's gonna end up hurting LeBron. I know I'm kind of jumping ahead here, but it's gonna hurt LeBron in his conversation with Jordan too. If he ends up, coasting his career out, he needs to get another 2 rings with the Lakers.
That's what I don't like about LeBron. Like, I'm glad he signed with the Lakers. Just me being a Lakers fan or whatnot. I just feel like he's kind of giving up on it. You know what I mean? Like,
that's something.
This
Jordan-
year,
as
looks
a
like he is.
competitor, man, like you
don't ever give
play
up.
the game to win them rings. I don't
Yeah.
care what anyone says. Like, I think Melo plays the game for money, obviously,
Oh,
because
100%.
he chose the fucking Knicks over the Lakers to play with Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But I feel like most people play the game, to win championships. I know Jordan did that shit. Kobe did that. And you really start to see that with Durant. Like, yeah, people don't like the move that he made, but he did that shit to win a ring. And ultimately, that's what you play for. Like, that's the ultimate goal is to win championships. And I feel like LeBron's settling, and not really caring anymore. Like, fuck it. Like, I've already won 3. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like,
if he re-signs with the Cavs, though, they're right back in the finals this year. No questions. He's still the number
or the Sixers.
And he's still going to take another L in the finals, which is going to make the record even
but
worse.
he still has a better chance of. He's there in the finals. You know what I mean? He's not going to get there with the Lakers with that young talent there. You know what I mean? He's going to have to get multiple.
With that being said, though, you don't think that this year could just be a chess move in his strategy? You know what I'm saying? To where,
but I feel like if you're him, you don't want to miss the playoffs at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want that on your resume.
Yeah, you definitely don't want that on your resume. But at the end of the day, he's got to win rings. Period.
Right.
So making
you make a good point about that being like, you know what I mean, like a strategy kind of thing.
He don't get hurt as much. You know what I'm saying? He don't have wear and tear on his body.
You're banking on getting free agents. You know what I mean? So that's risky.
Think about is it as risky though as banking on getting another free agent in Cleveland? Because they weren't winning with the team that they had there, and they had 3 All-Stars. So
he could have went to Philly too, though. I think Philly was up
Philly,
there.
Philly's a little bit bigger of a market than
they would have got Tobias
Cleveland.
Harris.
They already had. They already had what they had.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Think about the draw that LA is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being in that city alone, it's like it's good for, you know what I'm saying, your money outside the NBA, your day-to-day life, you don't have to worry about the weather getting cold.
That's what they're saying. It wasn't a basketball move for him; it was a life move.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
That's the respectable part about that whole situation for him is he did it for his life and his family. Because if he wanted to win, he probably would have went to Philly.
I mean, he got what 4 or 5.
If he wanted to win now,
like you
win now,
to LA.
If you wanted to win now, he went to Philly.
40, like, you don't have to go right now at age 34 when you're still technically in your prime. Like, why give up now?
But if he,
why throw in the job? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can move to LA when you retire.
Because
he lives in LA already. Like, he already has.
Oh yeah, he already spent his off season there, and I get that. But
then what you said though is making me wonder. Like, as a
Lakers
fanboy, I'm getting excited.
Think about it. You're not beating the Warriors probably no matter where you go this year, just because they still have that power 3.
You need to wait for him to lose.
So
power 5.
Right, exactly. So wait for KD to leave. The biggest part of that. Take a year off, eat what you want, film Space Jam 2, you know what I'm saying, and then come back healthy and strong next year with free agency money, all these assets you could trade off, and then make that power move next year. See what the NBA looks like. It could be a whole new NBA next year.
It's going to be a whole new NBA.
It's just what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So if he's not gonna beat him this year, go ahead and have fun. Make sure you recover your body, because he does spend a lot of the time in the off season. You know what I'm saying? Take care of his body. He's kind of like Tom Brady in that sense. Where he puts a lot of money into his body to where he stays young.
He's tearing his nuts now and whatnot. So.
Yeah, he's heavier right now. But like I said, it could be a chess move to where he's just waiting out the NBA, waiting for it to get back to a more even playing field, and then taking advantage of, okay, well, my team was, you know what I'm saying, outside the playoffs last year. We're going to get a lottery pick. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. So.
Yeah. And kind of going a little bit off topic, I was just thinking about this. This could possibly be the first time since LeBron's rookie year he probably doesn't make first team All-NBA. You gotta
think so?
I don't think
you gotta put Paul George and Giannis in there. Those are 2 4 spots, and then you gotta put
it's in the West. It's only in the West. He's got to be on the West first team, right?
No, it's all NBA.
It's all NBA.
He's not going to get over Kevin Durant or Paul George
or
Giannis.
Or Kawhi at this point.
Yeah, this might be the first time since his rookie year he doesn't make first team All-NBA.
This year he might not be top 5 small forward realistically if you break down stats and everything. Mm-hmm. He might not have even been top 5. At his position this year.
And they take into account how many games you play.
Right.
Too. Like if you don't play a certain amount of games, you're not even eligible for it.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and he's taking a lot of games off.
He's missed 18 and he's rested on at least 4.
I mean, for LeBron, that's unheard of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's part of just. I feel like he's getting old. He's getting hurt. He needs rest. He is showing. Basically, he's showing cracks in those armors.
That's what I'm saying. They're playing for nothing.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do that, why not protect the asset that you do have? Because he comes to the league next year. He's still a top 5 player coming into the league next year, without a question. Mm-hmm. And you get a great asset like you said, an Anthony Davis.
Well, if he completely shuts himself down for this year, it takes the whole GOAT conversation away because Michael Jordan would have never, ever done that.
Is he going to win that period anyway?
Kobe,
banged up too.
There's players that he played with broken fingers and shit.
Yeah.
Different league.
He played like a whole quarter with a torn ACL.
Not really.
A lot more even playing field, for sure.
He tore it in that game and kept playing for a whole quarter.
Yeah.
Besides the '96 Bulls,
or was it his Achilles?
No, it was his Achilles. Yeah, not ACL.
We've never seen a team as good as the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like as stacked as they are. I mean, and it feels like every 2 months they just get better with an asset. Like you said, just Bogut just now signed. That makes him bigger around the rim.
That makes him a better team.
Yeah, 100%. So, and he's playing for like $500,000 this year.
Yeah,
They want to win a ring.
right.
And
It shows they're making smart moves in the leadership aspect, not just getting their talent. I mean, players like him, he's been there. He's been to the playoffs.
He knows his role.
He's never flashy.
That's
but
a big part, is knowing your role. Like, I
And
feel like
he's-
he knows his role.
He's gonna fill basically that void that shouldn't say it was that much of a void because he didn't really do a whole
He
lot.
fills the JaVale McGee void.
No, he fills the Zaza void that they had in their championship teams 3 years ago.
Yes.
He's basically the same player.
He's
not
not
gonna
a
have to
dirty
start.
player though. Like he's.
I'm not saying, but Zaza did still bring, I wouldn't say leadership, but he brought a maturity and a toughness to that team that Bogut brings.
Yeah.
Definitely, Bogut's definitely
Bogut's
tough.
better.
Yeah. He definitely.
And he's more skilled.
No
He used to
more
be
of
a
a
dog for the Bucks.
I mean,
Milwaukee,
when he was with the
yeah.
Bucks,
Red,
he was one of the
monster.
best, one of the
I mean,
better
he was the
centers
number
in
one
the league.
overall pick. He better have been
Yeah,
good.
he's a
Yeah.
dog.
So I mean, it brings another
So,
aspect to that too.
We mentioned Jordan and LeBron. Who's the greatest of all time?
Michael
I
Jordan.
can't get into that debate. I never seen Jordan play. I know you got your gut. Highlight reels show only the good stuff. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't ever get into that debate.
It's hard to call it without any of us seeing it, but I mean,
Okay, well, just
from what you
greatest
based
we've
off
seen,
of highlight
from what
tapes
I-
and stuff that we've seen, and then just
The
I mean,
accolades and stats.
My man,
you look at stats, it's hard to go. It's hard to go against Jordan with even just you look at simple. Jordan never had a season like this season. This
Yeah.
season hurts LeBron not only in his conversation with KD but with Jordan.
Speaking of this season, LeBron's age 34 season, y'all see what's going on right now. In Jordan's age 34
He won a
season,
ring.
he won Defensive Player of the Year.
100%.
He won rings, and he won a ring, and he won Finals MVP that year. Never missed a game that season. You know what I'm saying? Like age 34, age
different
34.
mentalities, though, man. That's what I said. I think
That's what I was saying. Like Michael Jordan would never catch himself resting or shutting himself down early just because I don't want to be out there embarrassing myself. Like he's not going to go for that.
No.
I mean, that's a little bit skewed just because of the fact too. You have to factor in LeBron came straight out of high school. His year is more comparing like to Jordan's 36 year when it comes to
that
time they've been
I
in
don't
the
know because
league.
Michael Jordan was 2 years in college. Like
But I'm
he's
just
already-
saying it's a different. Yeah, the NBA is less physical now,
Way
but it's
less
still
physical.
2 years of NBA playing, 82 games in a year.
Here's
versus
a
college
good
of 30.
comparison. I feel like, or like how you can try to compare it. Do you think that LeBron would absolutely dominate the era that Jordan was in? Physical.
Well, he's got to go against Scotty. He's got to go against Magic because Magic's probably going to pick him up if they play the Lakers.
Rodman
The
would get
Pistons in
Rodman.
general.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Just literally the league in general, though.
The
Do you think
Pistons,
that?
the Pistons had it, Jordan wouldn't even dominate. That made Jordan tough enough
That's
to
what I'm saying.
go
Him
to
and
that
Dumars
hump.
used to go at it.
Do you think that
Yeah.
LeBron would absolutely dominate in that era?
No,
It's hard to say because we didn't.
I don't think so.
We didn't live that era. You know what I'm
But-
saying? They say, oh, it's tougher, it's this and that. But who was 6'9", probably running like a 4'6", 4'5", doing like that fast, that big, that
Yeah,
strong.
I mean-
You know what I'm saying?
and that's what I may be starting to sound like devil's advocate, but would Jordan dominate this era?
Absolutely.
Yeah, freak of-
Absolutely. You can't touch anymore. This
Yeah.
league is soft. What do
Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah,
He-
If you,
James Harden
you gotta
was
think
better.
he dominated in that physical league. Just imagine if he ain't getting touched.
James
James
Harden
Harden.
was
The thing
better.
is,
His
And
time
more
was-
athletic.
people are so much more athletic now. Like they're not as physical.
Michael
but these
Jordan was
players.
a freak athlete.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you watch some of these people that would be defending and are a lot better
Oh,
defenders than the
yeah.
people that he was going against. Then.
Absolutely.
He would still be a star, but
I disagree.
Bro, he had to go up against Clyde. He had to go up against Joe Dumars. He had to go up. Matt, he had to go up against Reggie Miller.
no, I'm just
Like,
I'm
It's
listening to you,
just,
but I'm
it's different though because it's much harder to score on someone when you can push the shit out of each other and punch each other in the jaws and shit and get away with it. You know what I mean? Just talking shit. But you know you can get away with that shit back then. I can't even fucking touch anyone.
You
in
can't,
the league
you
now.
can't make
know what I mean?
contact with a shot.
You
going
can't
on.
do it, and that's how like James Harden gets his off. Don't get me wrong, he's a big, strong ass guard, but you can't touch him. You know what I mean? He's at the foul line fucking 30 times a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So therefore, so just imagine.
And he
Jordan's
never even
in
got
this
those
league.
opportunities to shoot that many free throws.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Just imagine Jordan being in this league. I think his numbers would be
And it's him and Kobe as far as like putting dagger in the hearts of teams. Is, you know what I'm saying? Greatest players of all
I think
time.
Kobe could hang with that generation like that.
Yeah, like six seconds left. You want the ball in either Kobe or Jordan's hands 10 times over
Well, I mean,
LeBron.
Kobe kind of started in that. Like he was right at the end of that era. He played the first 2 or 3 years in that. So
Right.
I mean, he got a taste of it, and that might be
I
what
just feel
got him
like
how
that's
he
probably
is.
like the best way to compare it, because I mean we're all young here. We're not old enough to sit there and be like, well, we witnessed
Plus,
Jordan do this.
presumably, the way that they were playing, if Jordan doesn't take 2 years off, they win 8 straight finals.
Yeah.
And that's something that
And
we
he
probably
came
all.
right in doing his thing though. You know what I mean? Came
Came
back
right back
from
and
playing
won one.
baseball and shit. You know what I mean? Just dominating.
Yeah,
Wow.
that first year they got knocked out by Shaq and Penny in like the second round or third round of the playoffs, but that was like a rusty, straight off the golf course.
Those
Jordan,
2 years
you know what I'm
Houston
saying?
dominated.
And they still hung tough. You know what I'm saying? Like they hung tough with, you know what I'm saying, one of the greatest Cinderella stories of all time. You know,
Right.
Shaq and Scott,
Yeah.
Penny Hardaway. Yeah.
Who do you think kind of made people better? Who's the better player to make other players around them better?
I think
in this era or that era.
basically talking about
just
between.
talking about Jordan and LeBron.
I
I'd
think
probably say LeBron.
nah,
think so?
I'll go Jordan. Jordan will punch you in the face if you.
Yeah.
I mean, he really demanded.
Oh, man, like,
he demanded you
he
to
was
step
not
up.
for
If
that
not,
bullshit,
pass
you
the
know what I
rock
mean?
off.
There's so many players that said they don't like playing with LeBron, like ex-players that have not liked playing with him.
No, I mean he's got coaches
Yeah,
fired. You know what I'm saying? Like he's completely changed management.
but
you know
at
what
the
I'm
same
saying? It's not even-
time, I like Jordan over LeBron any day. But there's players that said Michael Jordan was the biggest asshole they've ever met in their life, and they hated playing with him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like Dennis Rodman straight up
Including
said,
Isaiah Thomas.
yeah. Dennis Rodman said he went. He was
Well,
there 2 years, and he would not speak to him or Scottie Pippen off the court. They didn't hang out, they didn't talk, they didn't do nothing because he hated Michael Jordan that much. So I mean, and Michael Jordan wasn't a playmaker. LeBron's a playmaker, but
That's not a lot coming from Rodman. Let's just
but
remember that.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not the only one that said Michael Jordan was an asshole.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
If you look in terms of making a player better, I mean, it's more than just showing up on the assist stat sheet. Like
Didn't Pippen say that he was like the
He-
better of the two?
he said he was, and then he came back like 2 weeks ago and
Yeah,
said
said
that
he-
Jordan was better.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I feel like
Because they had some beef. I feel like they squashed it. Now he thinks Jordan's the best again.
The way that LeBron's legacy's been played out, though, it's way harder to defend his legacy than it is Jordan's. Just because like you have to go to Cleveland and you're growing up in Cleveland, and you get this team to the finals, and then you leave them, and then you go to this super team. You know what I'm saying? That you're saying not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. Like you know
And people kill me with that. Oh, he didn't go to.
Yeah,
a super
I hate
team.
that
Shut the
narrative.
hell up. Yes,
I
he
hate
did.
that.
Yes,
For
he
sure,
did.
for sure.
Because both Bosh and D Wade were both top 3, top 5 in their position.
Ray
during
Allen
that
just
time.
came off
They
of
were both
NBA
in their
Finals.
prime. Chris Bosh was an absolute dog in
And
Toronto.
Dwayne Wade was one of the greatest two-way players of all time.
Like,
Yeah, think
Dwayne was
about their
probably the
bench.
third greatest shooting guard of all time.
Think about their bench. They had Udonis Haslem, Shane Battier. They had Alonzo
Ray
Mourning.
Allen, like we can't forget, that's arguably like behind Curry. At
Yeah.
right now.
Miller,
You know what I
some
mean?
shooters.
They had Mike Miller.
yeah,
Man, that
Yeah.
it
My
was
boy
a-
Chalmers from the
Mario
Chalmers.
They had Mario and
they
Morris.
they were a super team, but
Nah, I don't want to hear no but. That was
But-
a damn super
That
team.
was a solid team, Dustin.
they are not. You take LeBron off that team, and you take KD off that team. The Warriors are significantly better than that Heat team. If you replace them with average
The
players,
Heat had one forgettable player, and that was Greg Oden.
Yeah. Hold on. So you take Kevin Durant off the Warriors, and you take LeBron off that Heat team. Think about who you got. You still got Curry. You still got Clay. But on the other side, I don't know who their point guard would have been. Mario Chalmers or somebody
Not
else.
Ray,
but
maybe Ray
you
Allen.
got Ray Allen, who was still. Bro, Ray Allen's putting up numbers.
He just left the Celtics.
He had
so
just
he was
came off the
still,
NBA Finals.
yeah,
So Ray Allen and Klay Thompson at that time, if you look at that Ray Allen and this Klay Thompson, it can go either way.
it's still Clay on the defensive end.
Mm,
If you give him the overall edge,
I don't know.
Ray's shooting was declining a little bit. He was still the best shooter in the league,
But Ray Allen's
but
still.
Clay had a big defensive edge, and they were pretty similar in shooting caliber by this point of Ray's career.
I just don't know if it's that big of a fall off in terms of talent just by taking Kevin Durant away from the Warriors and LeBron away from the Heat. Like,
Oh,
those
yeah,
teams
you
are
take-
still
you
stacked.
Yeah, I mean, but that Miami Heat LeBron was like the Terminator. LeBron.
There was nobody
It's-
like
Nah.
the
that's
only
probably
team that could
the
have
greatest
them
album.
was the
that-
Spurs.
yeah,
Like, that was the
that
only chance.
LeBron.
And he still lost 2 finals.
Yeah.
Has KD lost the finals with
Yeah,
the
to
Warriors?
LeBron.
Not with the
Yeah, well, now
No, that was the
Not-
Warriors.
not still
yeah,
with
that's
the
what I'm
Warriors,
saying.
not
You
with
give
he
LeBron.
lost them with the Thunder.
You
and
give
then went
LeBron the Warriors right now for some reason. You know what I'm saying? That makes me feel like if he was as good as KD is, if that's the argument you're trying to make, then he'd lose it. You know what I'm saying? Like he would find a way to lose the finals. Because he was when he wet the bed against the Mavericks.
Yeah,
and then with against the Spurs,
he didn't show up.
Didn't show up at all.
Yeah.
Kawhi had him on clamps.
He did.
KD in the finals the last 2 years have been great.
KD's been the best player on the floor.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why I
he won both
I think
MVPs.
for the past couple of years, I think it's been.
And then you make that argument, somebody's like, well, he shouldn't even be with the Warriors. Well, he is, so get over it.
Yeah, that's all.
Get over it.
100%.
That's just a business decision, though, to win a championship ring.
Like, bro, if KD would have left to go play with Cleveland for some crazy reason, people would love it. But since he went to play against LeBron, it's a big problem.
Right.
Yeah, and
I don't care how much
he's
he
gonna
tries to lie.
he's gonna show it that it was a pure business decision when he leaves.
Are they
this
going to
offseason.
hate him if he leaves the Warriors?
Absolutely. He's
To
gonna
go
be
to the
hated the
Knicks?
rest of his
No,
career.
he don't owe them nothing, bro.
He can go.
Oh, the
any,
Warriors,
he can
no, I
go.
don't think so.
Like if he leaves the Warriors and goes to the Knicks, are they going to love him or hate him?
They're
Knicks
both.
fans
You're talking
are-
about Warriors fans or NBA?
NBA fans.
I don't know, love it.
They're still
The
not.
He can
ones
get-
that cry
They're
about
gonna
it.
hate him because he still went to Golden State.
No, he can
He's
go.
gonna be he's labeled as a snake the rest of his
Yeah,
career, which
he
is
is.
unfortunate.
Oh yeah, they're not going to change their opinion about him, but they're not going to not like him more because he left the
He
Warriors.
can go anywhere, and it's going to be a likable move for
Yeah, because he's
the majority of the NBA.
yeah.
What did he owe the Thunder though? You know what I mean? Like
Nothing.
why is he hated
He,
for that? You know
he
what I mean?
didn't. It's because of where he went, which I understand it's a business,
Nah.
and I'm not backing him up.
No,
But
fuck that. He owes them a ring, bro. Because they had the Warriors
Bro.
down 3-1. He
Dave,
owes
I like the way you said it, Dave, because most people like to
Yeah.
say he was up 3-1
Yeah.
If you go back and look at the box scores,
Yeah.
Kevin Durant had 2 40-point games.
Yeah.
He averaged like 32 in that finals. Like, bro, what else do you want me to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm D'ing up, I'm getting buckets, like I'm doing what I do.
Yeah.
So are you
And
putting it
we're
on
losing.
Westbrook?
Not even just Westbrook, but the whole team. You can even put it on Scott Brooks.
So I'm saying, it's like
Yeah.
they had him
Yeah, I
down
wanna find
3-1.
AD's in that situation right now, putting up all these numbers. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
And he's not allowed to play against the Lakers.
He's leaving.
Where is he going?
I don't know, but I know he wants to.
He can't make
I think if
decision.
Kyrie
He can't make
leaves,
it right
I
now.
don't think there's no way in hell he's not going to the Celtics if Kyrie leaves. 'Cause
All
they're
I
not
know,
gonna
they
trade to him.
played
They'd be
Chris
stupid to
Paul
do that
earlier
shit.
on in the league. They should have let KD go. They played with my guy Chris Paul earlier in his career with his trade.
Just imagine
Oh,
if Chris
yeah,
Paul
they
never
did.
would have left New Orleans, or if he would have came back in free agency to play with the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know, man. There's just a lot of stuff to talk about. But
So what do we end up saying about the GOAT situation?
I
though?
think it's Jordan, man.
Yeah.
It's gotta be
I think
Jordan.
it's
It's
The
way
accolades stack up, go 100% in the
And
finals.
the mentality carries,
I think it's Smush Parker. True.
Space Jam 2 ain't even out yet, and it's still not gonna be better than Space Jam 1.
No, I've already said that. There's no chance.
Are you rocking LeBrons or Jordans? Retros, which ones?
Oh,
I got retros right now. Jordan.
There's a couple pairs. I'm not a LeBron. Like LeBron's probably my least favorite player in the NBA, just because I can't stand him.
His shoes are
But there's probably 5 shoes of his that I would wear. But on the Jordan end, I'd probably wear like at least 15.
33.
33.
Nah, hell no. Probably 15. I'd wear Jordans. And that's the other thing. Like outside of basketball, like Jordan is a damn trendsetter. Like
Oh, he's a
he made-
billionaire.
You know what I'm saying? Like
LeBron will hit that.
he
side.
changed the hood with Jordans. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
LeBron's doing a lot for, little kids and whatnot. And then, with this Kaepernick stuff,
Yeah.
which is for another.
Plus, he got that school in Akron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lit.
He tried to fund it on the way to New York. He couldn't.
LeBron's, a lot of people don't like him. I'm not a fan of what he does on the court, but you can't dislike the guy for what he does off the court. You know what I mean? He's the kind of player that you would want your children to look up to. You know
I mean,
what
sometimes, but at the same time, I feel like he's fake humble.
You
If that
think
makes
so?
sense. If it makes sense, what I'm saying, like
He
he's like
just
very
does it
like
for-
cocky, and he tries to make it seem like he's not, and it's like smug.
Try to slide it
Yeah,
in
it's
here,
like
there,
smug.
yeah. I noticed that too.
Yeah,
What was
like when he in the finals that year, I never
game.
played for. He's like, we lost, but I never played for a super team.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
He's probably played for 2 super teams.
Yeah, that
time
Kyrie,
he,
Kevin Love.
yeah.
That's a super team. What do you? That's 3 Hall of Famers. Like,
It was like a post. It was like the finals or something. It was like I never count myself out because I'm the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. He said something like that.
He ain't
Showing
saying
it
that
right
shit.
now?
He ain't saying that shit this
It
year.
was a couple
nah,
years
he
ago.
just said it like a month ago.
That's
He
it.
said,
He said it this
Oh, for
year.
real?
Yeah.
he said when I beat Kevin, or what did he say when I beat not when,
When I
year
beat
before Kevin
that
Durant was
Warriors
there.
team, yeah,
He said that made me the best player in the world.
Oh yeah, he did say
Or no,
that.
he said ever, didn't he?
Then he said, yeah, ever,
He did say ever.
that made me the best ever.
He
yeah.
didn't beat the Kevin Durant Warriors team though, did he?
Nah, I mean
He
the
did.
team before Kevin
Everybody
Durant.
said-
7-3-9 Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 73-9 Warriors.
I don't know, man.
But
But
touch on awards too.
What'd you say, Clay said?
Yeah, I
Would you take
mean,
yeah. So like real quick though, what's gonna happen with the Warriors? How are they gonna
They lose 2 players this year.
That's all, huh?
They lose 2 players this year.
And they're still. And
Well, 2 big time players. They could lose more than just 2, but
So Durant and Clay.
Durant for sure. But it could be either
I think Durant. It's
Durant and Boogie. I think
You think?
Boogie's gone.
I think
mean,
they
they're
keep
not gonna-
Boogie and Draymond's gone.
You think they re-sign Boogie?
I think that they're.
I feel like I wouldn't do that.
Would you give
I don't-
Draymond a
Boogie-
max contract if you're losing Kevin Durant and you need somebody to replace him? Are you going to give Draymond $200+ mil?
No, I'm saying they lose Draymond.
Oh, okay.
They lose Draymond and KD, and Boogie stays.
I think Boogie's gone.
I think Boogie's gone too. I think Boogie came here, went over and get a max contract somewhere else because he was struggling.
He just needed to be able to show without having a huge load on his shoulders, but he could still produce.
Yeah.
I think you give Draymond that max contract. I feel like he's.
Mm-mm.
I think he's
No.
deserving of it.
Bro, but you got to fill a void that Kevin Durant is leaving. You can't if you spend that money on Draymond, you can't spend it on another player like that.
You wanna know my
So
full
what do
prediction?
they do then?
What do you at? What's your prediction?
Yeah, I heard a bold prediction that you just.
KD. I say KD and Boogie are gone. Warriors get AD
I can see it.
and get him a max.
Trade,
I hope
trade
not,
Clay and
man.
Draymond, or are they
Come
just
on,
going to
bro.
sign? Like you're saying they're going to have AD and then they're going to keep Clay and Draymond?
No, I think they're gonna keep playing Draymond.
Yeah, I mean you lose Kevin Durant.
Can they
like, that's-
afford 4 maxes? Because Draymond wants a max.
They can.
Clay probably won't take a max.
You gonna let Draymond walk?
Bro, if you can get Anthony
What?
Davis.
I would 100%. Draymond.
But he's the
has-
glue to that team, though.
He's no.
Nah, he is, yes.
Not this
Yes,
year.
he is.
He has been though.
He has been the
man.
thing tearing that team apart this year. His just the way he acts is
That's
what-
every year. but
Because
they
he
always
knows
get
the
together.
truth. Because he
Yeah,
knows
because he
KD's
called people
gone.
on their bullshit.
And he's
KD
calling him
gets
out on
soft.
it.
I just don't think he can get 200+ mil from them if they want to fill where Kevin Durant
No, he
leaves.
I can
If-
see
if he wants a max contract, he's going to need to go somewhere where he will be that standout star.
He could be with the Spurs. I feel like.
He'd be a great. Look at Kenny would be so excited right
Yeah,
now.
I hate that. Yeah, Draymond Green, we be out here talking about Randall. Draymond.
We take it, bro. We
Draymond,
take it.
yeah.
Hey, Draymond, bro.
Oh, he make a
shit.
great Spur. He make a great Spur.
Bro, hey, Papa, get him right, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. The GOAT. But anyway, I think the ones that will leave the Warriors, I think it's going to be KD and Clay. I think Clay could go to the Lakers, but that's only if they get AD. I don't think Clay would just go by himself.
Right, you wouldn't want to leave a championship
Yeah, you know what I mean?
team to go to a team that's not like. If you can keep winning them, why would you leave that?
Right.
Which is kind of the same thing with Kevin Durant, but
KD is going to
he wants that money.
the Knicks.
You wanna
Kyrie
do
is
first?
going to the Knicks.
Boston.
Kyrie's going to the Knicks.
Boston.
Kyrie's going to the Knicks.
Boston.
Kyrie's going to
not
the Knicks,
leaving
bro.
Boston.
Yes, he is.
And it's funny because
It's
I've been going back and forth. Man, Kyrie's gone. Man, Kyrie's staying. I'm sticking with it now. Kyrie stay. I don't care if I sell him.
I just don't think he's hot. He's happy there.
I don't either.
Yeah, especially when he said, "I don't owe nobody nothing."
He doesn't. Who does he owe?
You're right, but
Not
at the same
Boston.
time, you think he's happy there?
I mean, he has a
Would you
chance,
stay somewhere you're not happy? If you can go somewhere and get paid more,
but he's welcome there. He can get paid in Boston.
the Knicks can pay him more.
Nah, he can go there and not win shit. That's
We
fine.
got KD.
Who
there.
wants to deal with James Dolan? It's the biggest turnoff to the Knicks, and they're going to get one superstar. They're not going to be
Kyrie
able
could
to.
come to
Their
LA.
team is already, bro. They don't have the same assets that the Celtics have, but you got Dennis Smith. If they get Kyrie, I don't think Dennis Smith Jr. can say that. You got to move him. But just say Kyrie doesn't go there to draw Kevin Durant. They got Dennis Smith, Trier, Kevin Knox, Mitchell Robinson, and who else they got that's really good? I think that's
Did
it.
they let go of Matthews?
Who?
Listen,
Wesley? No, he's with the Pacers.
they got
Is he there?
He's with the Pacers. Yeah, he played like one game for the Knicks.
Oh, damn.
They waived him. They got DeAndre Jordan too.
I remember the Celtics had Austin Rivers for like 4 hours. Then he got traded. Nobody remembers that.
We gotta
Hey,
get into
who?
these awards, man.
Austin Rivers.
Yeah. MVP. Who do you guys got? We'll make it real quick.
Who I want is Paul George, but who's gonna get it is Giannis.
Same. That's all I agree.
I think Harden.
I think Harden.
It's hard to
Well, see, I was thinking that I was like going against that, but then I looked the other day, bro. Harden is second in the league in steals. Like I cannot believe that when I saw it.
Yeah, he's averaging 2.2 steals,
2.2, and Paul George is averaging 2.4.
and he's
Like,
averaging, and Harden's averaging 37 points
You remember
a
when
game.
people said that
And 37 free throws.
Curry wasn't a good defender,
matter.
but he was
Yeah.
like leading the league in steals.
Yeah.
So he makes up for it. I think it's Harden.
I
Yeah,
feel like
if he
that-
continues to do what he's doing
And-
now, it's hard not to give.
And if you look at the way the Rockets started out this year, they were
Really
Yeah.
horrible. They bumped up. They are tied for third in the West right now.
Right.
They've gotten themselves back and he did that without Chris Paul for 2 weeks.
And there's a good chance that they jump into that 2 spot.
Yeah.
What happened to the MVP being like, you know, you had to be on like the 3rd or 4th best team in the NBA to get like the MVP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it still kind of is. I mean, if you look at really,
I mean, the
you know,
Bucks with Giannis
we talked about it
is why
earlier.
I would say history would point to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And because
I
he's
mean-
a fan favorite, like people want Giannis to win it. Like people are tired of the James Harden game. Like I feel like people don't even get excited by what he does.
They don't
anymore.
even like
Unless he
what
breaks
it
somebody
is.
else.
Yeah.
when you put up 30 for 30 games in a row, yeah, nobody
Plus they don't
really
like- they
wants
And
to
it's
see.
an ugly 30. Like it is
Yeah.
a very like he'll have an efficient night and then
18
the next
free
night.
throws.
Bro, there was many nights like I checked the box scores on every game every night. There's many games I saw where he would have 37. He would have shot like 36, 37 shots. Went like 2 for 12 from 3. I'm like, bro, that is an ugly 30 piece. Like that
And
is
it's
very
hurting his
ugly.
team more than it's helping at
Yeah.
some points. Yeah. And that's really not making your team better. You're not more valuable because
Right.
you put up 50 shots.
See, I don't know how the voting
That's
goes.
why Russ. I
Like,
don't know how Russ won it to 2 years. I mean, I know he averaged a triple double.
Yeah.
That's great, but you're not
People
really
overhype
being
him.
valuable to your
Yeah.
team because you're not bringing them to.
They
You know what I'm saying?
overhype
I mean, bro, James Harden's usage rate was the highest in NBA history when Chris Paul was gone. He had the ball 98% of the time. 98. How do you have the ball?
Yeah.
90? That means you pass the ball and get it right. Like you passed it. To
How
Jokic.
many dribbles? I know they like count how many dribbles he averages or something. It was like
It's
a
stupid.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
amount.
Bro, he had
Damn.
he went like 8 straight games without getting a bucket off of an assist.
Damn.
He be having that call for pass ignored on 2K.
Yeah.
He got that D- team
Right.
grade.
But still averaged 10 assists. It don't make sense.
Right.
It's like
And he's almost a little bit of a stat pattern with that too.
yeah, he is for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he was like he knows he's got to get his 30. He was joking about it at All-Star break. Doris Burke was like, if you don't get 30 tonight, is your streak gonna continue? He's like, oh, I hope so. He's like, I hope it doesn't count though, because if I don't get it, I'm gonna be mad.
right.
Like, that just
Like,
shows
he
that-
So you
cared
guys,
about
you
the
guys
shot.
think it's Giannis? You two?
I think it'd be
I would go
I think
Giannis.
it's.
And they had the best record in
But
NBA.
they
Yeah, they got
I
the best
think
record
Paul
in
George
the
should get it.
in the NBA, and he's
Paul George.
actually valuable to his team.
I think Paul George should get it. He should get it because he's going to be a finalist for MVP. He's most likely going to win Defensive Player of the Year, and he could possibly win Most Improved, just because this is his best season. When you look at what's the definition of Most Improved?
Biggest improvement, yeah.
Think you're on that way, though.
Every single stat he has this year is improved from. It's the highest it's ever been in his career. Every stat in his stat sheet.
Yes, you have a point there, but if you look at most improved, it's year after year. It's always someone who it's like basically comeback player of the year in the
Right.
NBA. You either get hurt or you just shit the bed for a year. And
Russ. I think they'll get it.
Russell's going to get it this year.
I'm just saying,
I
Most
don't.
improved.
He could be.
Most improved, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the only one that can be in 2 categories though, and I feel like that should give him the edge to win MVP just for being in both conversations.
So you don't think Giannis is in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year with
No.
him?
He's not even in a finalist right now. I'm pretty sure right now it's Paul George, Rudy Gobert, and
Well, that's because Tony Allen isn't.
Damn.
hey, Tony got
First
played.
team all
First team all
defense.
defense.
First team all defense.
But no, what do you guys think for Rookie of the Year? I think it's
It's going to be Luka, but
think
it's going to be a close race now.
Yeah.
Close race.
Trae Young's making his case. but I
This
still
rookie
think
class
Luka
might be
will
better
win
than
it.
And
last
Ainge has been
year's.
consistent all year, too.
Last year's rookie class was crazy, but this class might be better.
Yeah.
Last couple years. Yeah,
This
really good.
this right here might be the best class we've seen since 03.
You guys think Zion's gonna be the number 1 pick?
Oh yeah, 100%.
You think he should be?
Yeah,
should be.
Not if he keeps wearing Nikes.
PG.
Switch over them.
It's a good thing PG switched to those
Burberry.
numbers.
Yeah, Burberry.
Right.
New Balance.
Right. But I think we can all agree, that the Warriors are probably gonna win it. I wouldn't mind them winning it. I know you guys are Celtics fans.
I'm a Celtics fan, but I wouldn't.
My team isn't gonna fucking go.
I'm just realistic.
Same, yeah.
I like
just-
seeing
I'm
Kevin
not
Durant
gonna-
win.
I'm not
And
going
I
to
like
build
seeing
my
people
hopes
pissed
up
off
over-
because of it.
Right.
Like as soon as they do win it, they're gonna be tearing Kevin Durant down on Twitter when he's holding up his 3rd title or his 3rd
And
trophy and
finals
his 3rd
MVP.
Finals
Yeah,
MVP.
it's gonna eat him alive.
Y'all don't think Steph should have won it last year?
No, because he shit the bed in 2 games. He had like
Yeah.
8 points one game.
He
and-
started off hot, though.
Yeah, he started off dome high.
Yeah.
Super interesting thing to happen with if Boogie pulls home that Finals MVP. That's what I want to
I would
see.
love,
I want to
would
see
love
that.
that.
I know you
100%.
would.
Yeah,
My
shut up,
dog.
UK fan. I just think it would be
That's
interesting.
my dog.
That adds a whole twist to everything.
Boogie gets that, he's definitely getting a max contract this year.
100%. Like
Yeah.
not even a
I,
question.
I still think he's already kind of
He was
proven
gonna
that he can
get it
that
if he didn't
max.
get hurt. Like he was the top. He was arguably the best player in the NBA.
Yeah.
He was the top free
Yeah.
agent of that
He
year.
had the best skill set for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Towns though.
Bro,
Damn.
Carl's been
Oh, yeah,
great.
Cat-
I think Embiid's the
Yeah.
best center in the NBA just because
Yeah, you
he's a
can't
Most
two-way
well-rounded.
center. Yep.
And Jokic still gives himself a case. He's not flashy, but he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just his lack
gets
of
it done.
defense is
Bro, I
what's
mean-
killing him.
Yeah. If he can develop.
Embiid's averaging, 29 and 13. Jokic is averaging almost a triple-double. Karl Towns is averaging 29 and 12. Like, the bigs are...
They're coming back.
The bigs
aren't
are
they?
back.
Yeah.
And they're
I remember in the
athletic
All-Star
bigs,
games,
too.
they wouldn't even like
They're athletic
big
bigs.
centers anymore. Like,
Yeah.
it was so bad. But I mean, just to kind of wrap things up though. So we like the Warriors to win it. MVP is kind of split. Me and him think it's Harden, and you guys think it's you three think it's not.
My
so
dark
it's not
horse.
split.
Phoenix Suns.
Jesus Christ.
B-Book.
Number one, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you guys for joining me and talking NBA, and it was fun doing so. And you guys, wherever the camera is, thank you for for supporting me. I know we haven't been really consistent with episodes and whatnot, and for the ones that were writing me and texting me, asking me when's the next episode's coming out, and when I would make Facebook posts saying what do you guys want to hear, and for those guys or for the people that was commenting, telling me what they want to hear, I promise you I'm gonna get those episodes out for you. I promise you I will not let you down. Eli, do you want to promote Unifit?
Yes. Shop Unifit. Our website will be up soon. We have someone working on that for us. So, get you a beanie, t-shirt. We have more stuff coming on the way. Our spring collection will be here before you know it. So, stick around.
And Charlie, sip it.
Sip Quick, new mobile app coming to the Cincinnati area. You need any information on it, hit us here at the Chalk Talk. Thank you.
There you go.
Hit us here at the Chalk Talk emails or Charlie@sipquickapp.com. Get some more information.
Yeah, and we'll just cut it there. Thank you guys for listening, and tune in. Tune in for the next episode. It will be coming soon. I promise you. See ya.